Oh, hey guys. Hopefully everybody can hear me at this point. Let me just check something. Okay, close. Great. These first few minutes are always so awkward. Anyway, hi. What's going on? It's Wednesday, my dudes, and of course, I'm sitting here by myself. No Machu, but we're going live because we are going to check out a package that I got from Super 7. This is my first time getting a box like this. So, wanted to open it up. Full disclosure, I already cracked it open so that I didn't accidentally show my oh man, look at my beard's a little messy here. Sorry. This is why we're doing it live. We're doing it live. Fuck it. It's whoop. Sorry. We're doing it live because, hey, this is just how I do. Anyway, got a package. Full disclosure, already cracked open the top so that I didn't accidentally show my address. So we're going to fight through all the packaging and check this out. Look at these bad boys. These are the Fun Funds from Super 7. Got a little Godzilla going right here. This is super cool. Really excited to see these. Look at this one. This is Godzilla 89, which is, hopefully I will try to block the shine here. So let's crack it right out of the box. There's 3 more in here, so excited to see what those are. But let's check out a little Sofubi action going on, which if you watched They're Not Dolls last night, Toys on Tap kind of talked us through what Sofubi really is. He's got a cool little zine, I guess is the best way to say it, that Super 7 helped out with, which is cool. So here we go. Look at this. Look how cute he is. Isn't he just the cutest little kaiju you've ever seen? Look at that, huh? Little articulation and movement here. That's about it. But I mean, what more do you need? Look at his little dopey face. It's so great. I love it. I love it. All right, I'm gonna put him right here. Let's crack open what the next ones are. These are great. I love these. We got to talk to Brian from Super 7 at New York Toy Fair a little bit. He talked about these and the importance, and listen to all that box ASMR that's coming through, huh? Oof, sorry about that. There we go. So we got to talk to Brian at Super 7. And he talked us through some of these. This is awesome. Be sure to check out that video from New York Toy Fair. Oh, man, look at this one. Godzilla -1. Perfect. Look at that. Little different sculpt. Again, I'm going to crack it open, so apologize for the noise. But you guys like ASMR, don't you? There you go. We get him out of the box. As Brian Flynn described it, Godzilla -1 was a good movie. It just so happened to have Godzilla in it. And I agree. Probably one of the better movies in the last few years that's been put out about Godzilla. Of course, there is the 2000s Godzilla with Matthew Broderick, which, hey man, some of those movies, they got a special place in people's hearts. So don't be afraid to check them out. Look at this. You can see the difference here. He's a little bit more matte finish. Got a little bit more of the brown tones coming through. Very different from the 89. So different sculpts, which you can see too, right? So not just a reuse and a repaint, which is awesome. So there you go. That's 2 Godzillas. I wish I had something to prop these up a little more. Hang on. We're doing it live, and it's being improvised. So there you go. There you go. We got some Godzillas hanging out with me now. So check that out right there. Perfect. All right. One more here. Got 4 total. Woo. There you go. Look at that. Mechagodzilla from 93. Look at that. All right. This is fun. By the end of this, I'm going to be covered in Godzilla. So here we go. Oh, man. Try not to rip the box. Okay. Mechagodzilla. Looking shiny. Look at that. Look how shiny he is. It's pretty dope. Pretty awesome. Again, just a little head articulation. But what more do you want from something that's Sofubi? Look at the little spikes on the back too, little metal spikes going. Really fun, really awesome. Love the little kind of glow in the eyes it's got going there too. Pretty dope. Pretty dope. So I'm gonna put him here with the rest of them. This one might be my favorite though. Look at his face. Look at that face. Whoop, as he falls over. So I'll just put him right in between like that. Put him back in the box. All right. Also want to take a second to appreciate the box design here. Fun box design. Kind of giving it like a little bit of that carnival feel. Look how cool that is. Obviously, pictures of the figures on the side and the back. Let's give credit where credit is due. Unfortunately, it doesn't have the artist on the back here, so I will look that up and drop it in the comments as soon as I can. But yeah, all right. And last one, which is pretty awesome. This is the Godzilla -1 color variant, which or non-color variant, depending on how you want to look at it, which is pretty cool. I love the little black and white design, but if you look too, slightly different in the sculpt. No, maybe not. Let's see. Let's crack it open. Definitely different on the box, right? Taking away from that kind of fun color that you've got, bringing it into that full black and white design, which is awesome. So here, let's shake this open real quick. All right. There you go. Here is the black and white version, which is really cool. I love, actually, the black and white makes the eyes really, really pop, which is cool. And you got the little black and white details here. Look at his hands, kind of the claws and the feet and the teeth going. Again, articulation in the neck, so you can have a little fun. Here are the two -1 figures next to each other, you know, making sure you can kind of really see it. Yeah, look at the difference in the eyes. You know, the eyes there. The white really makes them pop. And it is a different sculpt. See, it is a different mouth kind of going. So that's cool. It's not just a repaint of the -1. It is a different piece. And if you look at them, all four of them together, here, I'll kind of bring them into view. Maybe even drop down a little bit. Look at that. You know, you could see a really fun, really different. Each one of them has their unique style, their unique play to them. So if you're a Godzilla collector, this is something I feel like you have to get for your collection. So huge. Oh, you can see the laundry hanging out in the background there. Whoops. Anyway, this is what happens when you go live in the basement. Anyway, really appreciate this. This is from Super 7. So cool to get these. Appreciate the whole team there at Super 7, and appreciate Brian Flynn for taking the time to talk with us at New York Toy Fair. It's Wednesday, my dudes. So, you know, tune in tonight. Maybe we'll give one of these away. They are opened, but hey, if you're into Godzilla and you want to check these out, be sure to check out Super 7 and check out Between Two Sentinels tonight, happening live on my YouTube channel as well as on Matchu Toys. So we'll see you there. And thanks for everybody who's stopping by. We'll see you next time.